Did you know that nearly 70% of marketing campaigns fail? Shocking, right? Despite spending billions of dollars on ads, many businesses don't see the results they hoped for. Why is that? It often comes down to a few common mistakes that can be easily avoided. Imagine pouring your heart and soul into a marketing strategy, only to find out it missed the mark entirely. That's the reality for countless brands today. According to a recent survey, only 29% of marketers say they have a clear strategy for reaching their audience. The rest? They're just guessing. In this video, we're diving deep into the reasons behind your campaign's struggles. You'll learn why understanding your audience is crucial, how the wrong metrics can derail your success, and why engagement is the key to building lasting relationships. Get ready to discover simple yet powerful strategies that can turn your marketing from a flop into a triumph. Stick around, because by the end, you'll have the tools to boost your campaign and make your brand shine. Chapter 1: The Invisible Trap. Why your target audience doesn't even know you exist. Let's face it, no matter how brilliant your product is, if your audience can't find you, it doesn't matter. A whopping 60% of marketers admit that identifying the right audience is their biggest challenge. That's a huge number. One major mistake? Not digging deep enough into who your ideal customer is. It's easy to think you know your audience, but surface-level assumptions won't cut it. Instead, go beyond demographics. Ask yourself, what keeps them up at night, and what problems are they trying to solve? Use tools like surveys, social listening, and even online forums to gather this data. According to Marketing Land, brands that use buyer personas see a 73% increase in conversions. That's a massive boost, simply by understanding who you're talking to. And here's something interesting: people are exposed to around 5,000 ads a day. If your messaging isn't laser-focused, you're just adding to the noise. Think about this: how many ads do you remember seeing today? Probably not many. So, focus on crafting a message that speaks directly to your audience's pain points. People don't buy products, they buy solutions to problems, says Seth Godin. This quote is at the heart of effective targeting. If you can solve your audience's problems, they will find you. Forget broad messaging and niche down. Find a specific problem and position your brand as the only solution. When you're clear on who your audience is, the rest of your strategy falls into place. Chapter 2: Content Overload. Are you drowning your customers with the wrong message? Let's talk about content. Everyone's making it, but not everyone's doing it right. Did you know 70% of marketers are pushing out more content than ever before, yet 60% of that content fails to engage audiences? That's because more isn't always better. It's a quality game, not quantity. Your customers are overwhelmed with information. In fact, the average person consumes over 11 hours of media per day. Bombarding them with irrelevant content only adds to the clutter. To stand out, your content needs to be tailored, not generic. Focus on their needs, not yours. Start by mapping out your customer's journey. What do they want to know at each stage? Content marketing expert Ann Handley once said, "Good content isn't about storytelling. It's about telling a true story well." So, ditch the filler and focus on what matters to your audience. Give them content they actually need and care about, rather than just creating for the sake of it. Another key strategy is personalization. Research by Evergage shows that 88% of marketers see a measurable lift from personalized content. Personalization can be as simple as segmenting your email lists or using dynamic content on your website. When done right, it makes your audience feel like you're speaking directly to them, not the masses. Chapter 3: The Trust Gap. Why your brand lacks credibility in a crowded market. In today's crowded market, trust is your most valuable asset. If your customers don't trust you, they won't buy from you, plain and simple. And here's a shocking stat: 81% of consumers say they need to trust a brand before making a purchase. That means your credibility could be the very thing that's holding your marketing campaign back. One of the biggest mistakes brands make is underestimating the power of social proof. Consumers want to know that others have had a positive experience with your product or service before they commit. Testimonials, reviews, and case studies are essential to building trust. In fact, 92% of people trust recommendations from individuals over brands. To boost credibility, start by gathering authentic reviews. Don't be afraid to ask your customers for feedback, and make sure you showcase their responses. You can even create case studies to highlight real-world results. According to HubSpot, adding customer case studies to your website can increase conversions by up to 185%. Another critical factor is consistency. If your messaging, visuals, and tone aren't consistent across all platforms, you risk confusing your audience. Confusion leads to distrust. Take the time to ensure your brand is cohesive, from your website to social media. Lastly, think about transparency. People want to know who they're buying from. Be open about your company values, what you stand for, and how you operate. Today's consumers care about authenticity. As Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Let your why shine through, and you'll start closing the trust gap. If you're finding value in this content, don't forget to subscribe. Join our community to stay updated on more marketing strategies that work. Chapter 4: Misaligned Goals. Why your strategy is chasing the wrong metrics. Let's dive into the world of metrics. If your marketing strategy is off target, it might be because you're measuring the wrong things. Many marketers focus on vanity metrics, like social media likes or follow counts. While these numbers can look impressive, they don't really show how well your campaign is performing. In fact, a survey by HubSpot found that only 23% of marketers say they use data to inform their strategy effectively. So, what should you focus on? Instead of likes, look at metrics that truly drive your business, such as conversion rates, customer lifetime value, and return on investment, ROI. According to Google, businesses that track ROI are 1.5 times more likely to be successful. That's a significant difference. Start by setting clear, measurable goals for your campaigns. Use the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, "I want more traffic," say, "I want to increase website traffic by 20% in the next 3 months." This clarity will guide your strategy and help you stay focused. Another strategy is to regularly review your metrics. A good practice is to analyze your performance weekly or monthly. This way, you can identify what's working and what's not before it's too late. Forrester research suggests that companies that conduct regular performance reviews improve their marketing outcomes by 20%. Also, involve your team in the goal-setting process. Collaborating on objectives creates a shared sense of purpose. Plus, different perspectives can lead to better insights. As Peter Drucker wisely said, "What gets measured gets managed." So, measure what matters. Chapter 5: The Engagement Black Hole. Stop talking, start listening to your audience. Next up is engagement. Are you really connecting with your audience, or just broadcasting messages? The truth is, one-way communication is dead. According to Sprout Social, 64% of consumers want brands to connect with them. They're looking for conversations, not monologues. To engage effectively, start by listening. Use social media platforms to monitor conversations about your brand. Tools like Hootsuite or Mention can help you track mentions and respond in real time. Engaging with customers builds relationships and loyalty. Ask questions and encourage feedback. This can be done through polls on social media or surveys via email. A staggering 76% of consumers are more likely to recommend a brand if they feel heard. So, listening can lead to powerful word-of-mouth marketing. Another effective strategy is to create interactive content. Quizzes, contests, and live Q&A sessions can significantly boost engagement. According to Content Marketing Institute, interactive content can generate up to 2x the engagement of static content. Plus, it's a fun way to keep your audience involved. Don't forget to showcase user-generated content, too. Sharing customer stories or photos adds authenticity to your brand. It also encourages others to share their experiences, creating a community around your brand. As marketing expert Jay Baer puts it, the best marketing doesn't feel like marketing. If you enjoyed this content and want to learn more about effective marketing strategies, make sure to subscribe. Join our community and never miss an update.